Hi guys, welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Tiara and thank you guys so much for coming to watch me and listen to me yap. Hey. So let's get started. I think that dang, the way I said let's get started, that sounded like a lesson I was trying to teach y'all. Like it sounded like school or something. My bad, y'all. My bad. Don't be mad at me. I ain't trying to say it like that. But yeah, sounds triggering. So I want to talk about how sometimes God will allow us to go through something so we can see things for ourselves. So, fun facts about people, or I should say, not so fun facts. So, not so fun fact about people. People will be around you just to be around you, just because, just in case. Just in case. Just in case you make it, just in case you can put them on to some type of opportunity, just in case, oh, you're pretty, the guys are gonna come around you. Maybe if I'm around you because you're pretty and you get guys, I can be around you and the guys are gonna come. It's gonna be more than one guy and maybe he'll have a friend for me or whatever. People think like that. People are opportunists, and they think, oh, maybe if maybe because she's a cute girl but she's on the thicker side, maybe because she's on the thicker side and she's dating a football player, maybe she could hook me up with a football player. And maybe I don't look like her, but maybe because the fact that she's thick and I'm thick, then she could hook me up with somebody, or like somebody will come around. And people are not, a lot of the time, people are not genuine friends, and they want to be around you, and they want to be around you for what you have, what you can bring to the table. Like, a lot of people aren't gonna say this though. Like they want people to be, they want people to not be aware of what's going on. Personally, I have always been aware of what people were doing. I'm just a super, super, super quiet person. So like I don't say anything. And I also just feel like, sometimes putting people out there, what is that gonna do? I'm definitely more of like an observer. So yeah, the fact that I am more of an observer, I just feel like I used to just didn't say anything just because I was quiet. Now I still don't say anything to people. Like I normally don't call people out. Sometimes I do for fun, but like other than that, I don't call people out like that. But that being said, people will literally try to use you. And do not get used by people, okay, you guys? Don't let yourself get used by people. I used to freaking let people use me a long time ago. Like, I knew I had a huge Snapchat following, so I would let my friends post on my Snapchat and they would act so annoyed. Like, if one out of the however many people added them, they would act so annoyed. They would act, oh my goodness, Tiara, why is everybody always adding me, this and that? Well, if you know it's always happening, why do you keep trying to post yourself on my Snapchat and tag your name? You're doing it because you want those followers. You want my followers. Mind you, I wasn't like charging people to do this or anything like that. Like, these were my friends and stuff. Like, I just let them do it for free. But I knew what they were doing. Like, I didn't want to put them out there. Like, I didn't want to put them out there. Like, I didn't want them to be embarrassed, because at that point, if I would have said something, I would have got secondhand embarrassment for them, because why are you acting like you're so annoyed with my people adding you, my Snapchat followers adding you, but yet you're annoyed about it? And a lot of the time they wouldn't get a whole lot of ads. I mean, they got some, but like it wasn't like a whole lot, because a lot of the time if somebody is following you, I mean, some people are just like thirsty or whatever, but a lot of the time if somebody is like following you or whatever, it's because they either like, you know you, or they like you and they like, your appearance or your personality. So a lot of the time that's what that is. But if you don't really look like the girl that account it is, then you're not gonna like get a lot of like followers, or unless like, it depends honestly. And like the thing I was saying about dating a football player, if you see someone and you think, a lot of people will think, oh, because I'm in proximity with this person, I can get what this person has. So, oh, she has a football player boyfriend, so maybe I can get a football player boyfriend, even though we don't look alike. She's on the thicker side, I'm on the thicker side. Maybe because even though we're not even the same type of thick, just the fact that she's a little, like her stomach is not flat, just the fact right there, it's like, oh, maybe I can get a football player too. But, and because we're in proximity to each other. Now, regular guys, they might go for stuff like that, but a football player, he not going to just deal with you because you're in the proximity of him, like of another fine girl. Like, if he don't think you're fine, then, or somewhat attractive to him, then he's not going to deal with you. Like, I feel like I had a lot of people around me that like had mindsets like that, not that same exact situation, but like that type of mindset, opportunist. So yeah, you have to be aware of people like that. Be wary of them. Like, but anyways, I say all that to say this: sometimes God will put you through situations to show you that, like, oh, this person is not genuine. Yeah, this is your cousin, but they're not genuine. Yeah, this is your friend, or yeah, this is your best friend, or yeah, this is your aunt, whatever, but they're not a genuine person. Like, they'll talk to you, they'll be around you like when everything's good, but like if something happened that was not so good, baby, they're out of there. Like, so basically, I want to say a situation that happened with me. So I was in a situation where, and I might do like a story time on this, but I might not. But anyways, I was in a situation where like I was in a car accident, and basically I thought I had insurance. The insurance lapsed, and I had never been in a car accident where it was technically my fault. It was definitely like a tricky like situation or whatever, but like in the end they said like, oh, it was my fault or whatever. And at the time I didn't have like a job. I was like doing DoorDash, like I was between jobs basically. And so that was the absolute worst time for like something like that to happen. I mean, I don't want to say the absolute worst time, but like, I don't know, not having a job and then needing to get your car fixed, also paying for the other person's car to get fixed, and like, you know, doing that all alone, plus paying your insurance, getting your insurance back after that, like that situation was just so like, it was depressing, but I always try to stay positive anyways. And I noticed that the people around me, like I made a GoFundMe, and I started to kind of notice this anyways, like the people around me were like just opportunists, like they didn't care, like they wanted to be my friend or be in proximity to me just because maybe, just because, oh, sometimes she be having parties and it's fun, and you know, I want to go, like I want to sometime, like if I want something to do, I want to always be able to have something to do, and I know I'll always have something to do if Tiara is in my life. So some people move like that. And a situation like that, I feel like a guy that like claims that he wants to talk to you or be with you on that type of level, he could also help. Like he could also donate or whatever. He could have donated to the GoFundMe. Nobody, there was one person that donated to my GoFundMe, which was my cousin. Shout out to her. Other than that, nobody donated. I mean, and the person, technically, I'll say technically, nobody donated to my GoFundMe. But you had people asking me to go to concerts. Oh, do this, do that. I had a best friend, mind you. This best friend, in the end, I found out she was extremely jealous of me, and like she just had some issues. I found out she had messed with this guy that I was talking to, like, or whatever the case is, and the guy came back and he told me, he gave me all the receipts, everything, and I was so in shock because she had never did anything like this to me. And honestly, she knew that I went through like situations like that, and it's like she wanted to do me the same, like, you know, like, and it's crazy because, you know, we had basically bonded over stuff like that, like bonded over like things like that happening to us, or something similar. And she went and she did that. And I'm like, low-key thinking to myself, dang, did the people that you claim did something to you, did they even do anything to you? Because like, I just wouldn't do that, you know, especially if I know it was done to somebody, especially my best friend. But anyways, yeah, that basically sums up that person. She was getting concert tickets to like two different she was getting concert tickets to see somebody for two different states, and neither one of the states are states that she lived in, and she would want me to ride with her to that state so she didn't have to ride by herself, and she was going to go see the concerts. That is what like kind of sums up like, oh, this person has, like, they have the money to donate. There was other people in my life who could have donated, who did not donate. That, like, whether it was just people who claim they care about me, people who I talk to often, or whatever the case is. And like, even if like we don't see each other often, like somebody that I would talk to often, they didn't want to donate. Literally, you could donate $5, y'all. And I was literally saying, oh, anybody donate, you know, can anybody donate anything? Anything is helpful. And I think you can send less than $5 to Cash App. But on GoFundMe, the donation has to be at least $5. But that's the minimum. You mean to tell me people couldn't donate $5? Like, they could have. They could have. Everybody else had jobs and stuff. So like, it was just crazy to see like people, oh, we should do this, we should do that. Girl, are you paying for it because you know the situation? And the fact that I had never had a situation like that before, and people really showed their true colors. And I'm like, okay, Tiara, these people really just want to be around you, just to benefit off of you. I had somebody get mad at me. The same girl who slept with that guy that I was just talking about. I had someone get mad at me because I went to a city and state. I went to a city that they lived in and didn't tell them. Mind you, they knew about my car situation, whatever the case is. So if you know I'm going there, you know, it's probably not me driving if they knew that my car situation at the time, which she did. But yet, you're sitting here saying that I went there and didn't tell you that I was going there. And I'm just like, wow, you're getting mad and you see what kind of situation your so-called best friend is in. You don't want to donate. Like, what is wrong with people? Like, you know? But you know what? And for the longest, like, I would even express to people, like, dang, I need help. Like, you know, like, I've never, like, I had never just, like, came out and said stuff like that to people. Like, I don't know. I was always independent. I still am. And I always, like, you know, just do things on my own. But this time was different. This time I'm like, oh, crap. Like, I actually did need help with that. But God, y'all, God did his big one, y'all. Like, when I say people did not want to help me, it got so bad to where, like, even around my birthday, because, like, I still, like, was going through a situation on my birthday. Like, I had a couple of people around me for my birthday, and a couple of people knew it was my birthday, but people still didn't, like, give me money for my birthday. Like, I'm like, oh, do y'all just not want me to have money or something? Like, oh, y'all just see somebody down and y'all want to kick her or whatever. They either didn't do anything, some people didn't even say it or whatever. And it's like, you know what? People asking me to go to concerts, to go to this, to go to that, and I'm actively telling them, oh, you know, even though they know I didn't have it like that, I was still telling them, like, hey, I don't have it like that. And I don't even like speaking these things. Like, I want to tell y'all the story, but, like, I don't like speaking negatively. Like, you know, thankfully that's not my situation now, but, like, it was. And to be looking for a job, not being able to drive to the job, so, like, your options is limited, to not really have money like that, and nobody wants to donate, and people can donate. That's the thing. These people around me, they have good jobs. If it was somebody else, if it was a guy, they would drop everything. They would do anything for the guy. Like, and I'm not just saying, like, one person. I mean, like, all of these people that was around me. Like, and I'm just like, wow, y'all don't love me. Y'all don't love me for real. Like, y'all don't care. Like, and it's just like, you know what? I think that had to happen. A lot of the times, God wants something good to happen in your life, and he's going to bless you with something huge. I mean, huge. But he needs you to see, hey, this person can't be around. They didn't want to help you when you needed it to. When they didn't want to help you when you needed them. They can't be around you when it's good, when it's great. They cannot be around you. You think they're going to reap the benefits of what I'm doing for you, and they couldn't even help you? But you know what? I forgive those people who could have donated that didn't donate. But also, like, I forgive those people, and also that's up to God what to, you know, do with them. Because when God tells you to do something and you don't do it, God's gonna get you for it. Because the fact is, you could have helped somebody, you could have this, you could have that, but you won't know until you're in a situation how people are going to treat you. You won't know, oh, if this person feels superior to you, if this person felt like y'all were on the same level before and now they have a step up and now they need they need your help to, you know, get back to where they was. But now you're like, I kind of want her to stay down there in that position. I kind of want her to struggle. That's the only thing that you could be thinking, because you're not a real friend. If friend, family member, whatever, you're not a real any of that if you couldn't be there when somebody needed you. Like, and I'm not just saying, oh, you know, these people have money. No, I know these people have money, y'all. Like, I'm not gonna just like sit here and say everything, but I know these people had money. And like, even the fact that like nobody could do anything. Like, I was telling people about my phone getting cut off. Already didn't have a job, was looking for a job. You know, you need your phone to be turned on for like, you know, interviewers or whatever, for jobs to call you. And instead of helping this person when you know you could help, you're going to, oh, no, I think I want to, I've been talking to this boy and I really like him and I think I want to buy him a new Nike Tech outfit. Or, oh yeah, there was a couple games I wanted to get him. I wanted to get him a just because gift. And they'll sit there and they will tell you things like that. And they will like be open with you, which is like, they really don't care. They don't even try to hide it. They'll be like, oh, I'm going here. I'm going to a water park this weekend. I'm going to an amusement park this weekend. When nobody has to donate, but the fact that you could have donated and you actually know these people. You know these people. You hang out with these people. You go to brunch with these people. You stay the night like with these people. Like, but when you're falling on hard times, nobody can help you. Okay. But the thing is, God always has my back, you guys. He always has my back. And when I tell you, you know, I'm not gonna put all my business out there. I'm really not. But I just want to tell you guys that God has done wonders in my life. And you know what? He said, don't worry about that car. Don't worry about it. I got it. I got it. If nobody else wants to help you, shoot. If your own parents don't want to help you, I got it. And I'm going to get it done. And he got it done, y'all. And that's not the only thing, though. But I'm just saying that, but that's not the only thing. Like, God has done so much in my life. So much in my life. And sometimes you just have to see, like, oh, these people is not for you. They're not for you. You guys ever see people and they like get rich and stuff and people talk about, oh, they changed, they this, they that. No, they knew you wasn't really down for them in the first place. You thought when they got rich they were going to be doing this with you, doing that with you. They knew you were not down for them in the first place. And so just like you thought you was playing them, they were playing you. They're just hanging out with you just because sometimes. Not saying you should do that. I don't do stuff like that. I mean, if I want to drop somebody, I'm going to just drop somebody. But like, I'm saying, like, I'm not bashing anyone who does, because they're using you and they think that they don't know. They think, oh, even though I just called this girl to talk about guys and whatever the case is and boyfriend problems, and I'm actually not really there for her, or I'm gonna ignore what she said about needing help, and I'm just gonna tell her, oh, well, maybe you should do this, maybe you should do that. Like, leave those people alone. God showed you who somebody was, and it might have hurt, but you needed it to happen. You needed to see that family member ain't really down for you. You needed to hear your cousin talking about you. You needed to have somebody there with you to see. I remember I brought somebody to my cousin's house before. This person claims that she's my favorite cousin, that I'm her favorite cousin, right? I brought him over there, and she was like, oh, you look nice or whatever. And I was like, thanks. And I had turned around, and she made the craziest face at me. Mind you, this person had already said like crazy things to me before, nagged me, said all kinds of stuff about my body, about the way I looked, anything she could say. But the way she would say it was like, I forget the word for it. I just seen a TikTok about it, but she would say it would be gaslighting. Like, she would say it to where like, oh, it seems like this person is being shady, but it's not shady enough to where if you call this person out, like, they're just gonna gaslight you. They're just gonna gaslight you regardless. But she would do stuff like that. But she would always say, oh, you're my favorite cousin, this and that. When I tell you, when I left that person's house and took the person I had took with me, we got in the car and he was like, oh, nah. She was making faces at you. She was looking at you crazy. You turned around, she was looking at you crazy. And you know what? Sometimes y'all gotta double look at people. Y'all gotta look, even though you turned around and kept walking, you better turn around again. Like, I remember somebody told me about them walking down the street, or I remember somebody told me they had just left an interaction with somebody, and I think they were in a parking lot, and this person started walking back to their car, and something told them to turn around. Even though they had just turned around from this person, something told them to turn around. And when they turned around real fast and smiled at the person had the most shocking look on his face. Like, he had the look like, oh, he caught me. Like, he caught me looking at him a certain way. Like, but the person that God told to turn around was just like, look back and smile. Like, and something told him to do that. God told him to do that. You guys, you'll think people are there for you and like are for you, and they're not. Okay, they're not. So I just want to tell you guys, like, I just wanted to tell you guys that I'll probably go into like a more in-depth video, maybe about like the accident stuff. But if you guys want to hear it, let me know if you guys want to hear it. But I just wanted to tell you guys that sometimes God allows you to go through things so you can see how people really feel about you. How would this person treat you if you needed them? If you needed them, absolutely needed them, would they help you? You've known this person all your life, basically. If you needed something, would they help you? Because they're going to help that one guy that's laying on their couch that's not doing nothing. Oh, they're gonna help him. Oh, that one guy who's cheating on her, oh, she's gonna help him. But if it's you, are they going to help you if you need something? Are they going to be there for you if you need them? It doesn't even have to be about like helping people. Are they going to be there for you if you need them? Because if not, then the answer is cut them off, because God wants to do something great in your life, and he's not going to give you what he wants you to have until, like, he's not going to give it to you when you're around the wrong people. He's not going to give it to you and you're not ready for it. He's preparing you. He's preparing you for what he wants to give you. But if he knows that he's going to do this for you and you're going to bless the wrong people with it, he's not going to do that. If you're going to do things for the wrong people, these people are evil, and they showed you they don't really like you, they don't really care about you, and they don't really care about your well-being. What are you going to do with that information? Thank you guys so much for listening, and yeah, I appreciate it. Please give me a like, comment, and subscribe. Jesus loves you. I love you. And yeah. Thank you guys so much. This video was probably kind of all over the place. I mean, actually, I think this was a little bit more on the structured side coming from me, okay? I think this video was actually on the structured side. But yeah, thank you guys so much for listening, and I love you. Talk to you later. Bye.